What's good, YouTube? This your boy Chopper Style, bringing you a review on Stargirl, Episode 7. From the beginning of the episode, everyone is starting to notice the connection between Pat and Courtney. It's getting a little bit closer and just different. The brother Mike, he's starting to get a little jealous. He's been getting no attention from his father, and his stepsister is pretty much getting all the attention. Even the wife is starting to notice a little bit of something. She's still left in the dark, but you can see that there's starting to be a little bit more tension. Tension seems to be contagious in this episode because Cindy and Henry, they are kind of going at it now. Cindy wants her boyfriend back, but Henry is worried about his father. I mean, who wouldn't be? Dude's laid up in the hospital. He's been in there, I'm not for sure how long, but for the last couple episodes, you know, and he's getting aggravated with her because all she seems to care about is, herself and them two, and she doesn't give a damn about his father. But she still is, trying to be there for him, but you can tell it's something off. In this episode, we learn a lot about Cindy. Barbara is slowly becoming Icicle's like right hand man, and she don't even realize it. You know, she's trying to do good work for her boss, and she's doing a great job, and he knows that, but it's all for bad reason. And it's just crazy. Like, yo, what type of stuff is she gonna get caught up with? Like, that can go so crazy to left or right, but I can't wait to see it unfold. It's gonna be something. Now, Cindy has had a chip on her shoulder ever since we first met her in the show, and in this episode, she's taken it to a whole new level. She's just wilding out. I guess whatever her and Henry got going on is just making her 10 times more angry. But her and Courtney get teamed up in a science project. I guess a little forcefully. There was no one else that wanted to team up with her. But Courtney's like, whatever, I want to join with her. So she joins with her, and actually they get somewhat of a connection. Even gets her to smile a little bit. Courtney soon finds out that Cindy is ridiculously good at chemistry. I mean, she's not looking at any instructions. She's moving way faster than anybody else. It's like second nature to her. And, Cindy just says her and her dad, did science projects for fun. But you could tell, like, ain't no way you that damn good. But they aced the test, and Cindy actually considers linking up with Courtney to chill on the weekend, which is definitely surprising knowing her background. But then we fast forward to a scene where Cindy goes home, and yo, she is just straight savage to her stepmom. I mean, telling her what to do, telling her she wants to drink alcohol, and her stepmom is trying to be as nice as she can, but she's terrified of this, of Cindy, like super terrified. That's something that's definitely wrong. You should not be scared of your stepdaughter, and never. And she's scared like she could possibly get killed. That's not normal. Cindy definitely doesn't want nothing to do with her stepmom. She wants to talk to her dad. Stepmom tries to stop her. She doesn't care. She goes down and, looking for her dad. You see Sullivan Grundy in the cage. I mean, she's cool with him, so she knows all about that. She overhears the Injustice Society talking about Stargirl, and then that's when her dad comes and grabs her. And we find out that her dad is the Dragon King. Like, bro, what? Not only that, she has knives that come out of her wrist, and she kills one of the henchmen. It's for no reason, just because she's mad. Her father gave her powers to protect her, but she wants to become part of the Injustice Society. She even, I'm guessing, killed her mom on accident. So she just brushed over it too, like it was nothing. And she's just on a tantrum. She tries, I don't know if she killed another dude, but she tries to. Her dad stops her. And what's crazy during all this Dragon King doesn't really get that mad at her for her doing whatever the hell she wants. Like, she literally just killed somebody and he just brushes over it. He may yell a little bit, but he just treats her with respect when she's giving none. Her whole purpose is to watch after Henry so he can get powers, so he can, because Brainwave is messed up. And Dragon King needs Brainwave to run his machine. He's the only one that can run the machine. And if he can't do it, then Henry's supposed to be able to do it. And he has powers. He's just learning them. Cindy can't tell because she's not really focused. She would be able to tell if she was doing what she's supposed to be doing, but she's getting careless. You know, Henry would probably come and talk to her or be more close, maybe, but she's just not really giving a damn like that. And that they're going their own separate ways. He don't even want to go to dance with her, nothing. Dragon King also calls Cindy his greatest experiment. So, like, I'm new to all this stuff. So this dude is literally almost like building people, because we overheard Beth talking about how when her Cindy's mom died, she was replaced instantly with somebody else within like a week or something. And I don't know. I don't know much about that, but that sounds kind of freaky. Pat and Courtney agree that Pat will be in charge of training the new JSA. And they get the crew together, and he is trying to give facts and let everyone in on everything that he knows, the special abilities of their enemies, and Courtney is just trying to fast forward everything. No matter what Pat says, Courtney is interrupting and trying to fast forward. Doesn't let anyone else get a word in. No one else is asking questions. Everyone's quiet. Courtney is just very, very anxious. She's a little bit more advanced than the other people. She's been in a couple fights. She's had her weapons for a little bit longer. But this is a team thing. And Courtney has to realize that this is about the team. But she hasn't learned it yet. She went off and destroyed all the dummies that Pat placed out for all of them. And she did some raw skills and flips and stuff with the staff. But it made the rest of the crew pissed. They want to train too. They want to have some action. They want to learn. And Courtney is even trying to sideline her team, saying, hey, let me do a mission by myself. And Pat is trying to drill it in her brain. Like, you've been getting lucky this whole time. You need to work as a team and listen to him. I'm glad they're doing this, because Courtney, she was starting to do everything on her own. And Pat is starting to make her realize you can't do everything on your own. You need a team. And even then, you got to be careful. The old JSA got killed. They were in sync. They were a team, and they got killed by the Injustice Society. And that's what he told her. So she's learning it, and the rest of the team made her know too, let her know too, because they all was hating on her. Man, I mean, why wouldn't you be? They're all in this together. So hopefully they can learn how to, well, not hopefully, but they will learn how to be a team. Pat takes Courtney and Mike to the football game, and man, do we find out how mad or pissed Mike is at Courtney. He is not happy with her at all. He almost feels like he or Courtney is stealing his dad from him, because she's just, the half sister. And he even was blunt. He's like, that's my dad. And, you don't know what we've been through and all that. I hope they kind of dive in a little bit deeper to know Mike's past, because we don't really know much of their past. But still, like, I think it caught Courtney off guard a lot. You know, Mike's been seeing their connection grow every episode, and now it's kind of like hit the limit. And right after Courtney is hit with all this new news, Cameron comes up and asks Courtney to the dance. And Courtney is, she's stunned. I think she does have some, she likes him a little bit, but she had already made plans with Cindy. But she said, forget Cindy. I'm not that cool to her anyways. She goes to cancel with Cindy. And Cindy just, like, you know what? I don't care anyways. I didn't want you to come. And, like, she just X's her out forever. Just that quick. I mean, I don't think Courtney cares that much. But at the same time, that right there pissed Cindy off to the limit. She wastes no time going back home, trying to find her dad. He's not there. and she's ready to just get it in with somebody. She happens to find a costume. She puts that on, and she's about to go to work. But meanwhile, Courtney, she's been tailing Principal Bowen, without Pat knowing. Pat seen her looking at him, but he's like, just leave it alone. They not out here for that. But Courtney, she needs to learn to listen. She's like, oh well, I'm not gonna listen. And she starts tailing Bowen into school, following him. She actually finds a secret room. And while searching around the school, Cindy pops up, full costume, staff, and the look on Courtney's face is like, what? Cindy is now this person that I have to fight? And they go to get it in. And man, talk about a good fight scene. They both have these staffs with crazy powers. Cindy's is able to breathe fire, all this type of stuff. And, they seem to be doing work. But then Stargirl hits Cindy point blank with a blast from the staff. And her face is just dismantled. She feels bad because she's like, oh man, I went too far. This girl, her face just heals up like Wolverine style. And then that's when Stargirl's like, how the hell do I beat this? She can kind of tell that she messed up. And then that's when Cindy just went to work without the staff, just her two little knives, just put it to her, man. I mean, she even stabbed her hands. I'm like, oh man, she took some for real damage this time. And then out of nowhere, bro, the janitor, he always seemed a little off, maybe, but still, he went from being off to whooping some ass. I mean, Cindy was way stronger, or stronger, had a little bit more fight skills than Stargirl, but this dude came in and made work of Cindy quick. He made her flee, and he protected Stargirl. Maybe because Stargirl was always nice to him and helped him out when he needed it, and he returned the favor. I would definitely like to know who he is. I'm gonna have to do some research because he seems powerful and raw. Hope we get to see. I mean, we're definitely gonna see more of him. He could be something special to the story. I don't know. But anyways, Pat, he finds out that Stargirl's gone. He goes and looks for her, and he finds her on the ground in serious pain. And that wraps up this episode. And I gotta say, this was a great episode, man. Very good. A lot of stuff. It's crazy how everything just be breaking down. You don't know like who has powers and who don't. Like every episode, you find out somebody else in the school has some type of powers, or you can't trust this person, can't trust that person. It's wild. And even the Injustice Society, they still don't know who this new JSA is. But Sportsmaster, he can tell that they're kids. So that is a little bit of a lead. But stuff is getting real, man. Can't wait for the next episode. But if you want, give me a like, subscribe, and Chopper Style out.